Hi everyone, my name is Karen and this will be part 2 of my alcohol ink um, tutorial. And I was showing in part 1 how Sharpie has come out with the 80s Glam 24 pack of markers. And if you watch part 1, I go through and show the colors that are in the pack. And here are some of the colors. I'm not going to go through them again. And I'm going to move these out of the way so I can get into the tutorial. Now there are other tutorials on YouTube about making alcohol inks, but in order to show you what I've done, I wanted to go ahead and do my own tutorial. Now the first thing I do is take my bottles, and again I talk about these bottles that I've bought on eBay. These are 2-ounce bottles, and I just love these bottles because they're a drop at a time. And first thing I do is measure out my alcohol, and I use the 91% rubbing alcohol. Oops, I haven't even opened my bottle yet. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to measure out 2 ounces. Oops, I might get a little bit of spillage. Oh, nope, we did good. Okay, set that aside. And I'm using a baby food jar. So I pour my alcohol ink in there. Set that aside. And let's do the, how about leg warmer orange, which I have not done yet. This is one of the 80 Glam colors. Now I'm going to move a piece of glass over. This is a glass that I use to cut on with my X-Acto knife when I'm cutting out papers and what have you. And all it is a 8x10 picture frame, or glass from a picture frame, and I just put tape around the edges so it's not sharp, and it works perfectly. But I'm going to use that because the ink gets everywhere. It makes a huge mess. So you may want to lay down plastic, use your excuse me, your Tim Holtz pads, whatever you have. I don't have a Tim Holtz pad yet. So this is what I'm using. So first thing you want to do is remove your cap. You need needle nose pliers to pull out the tip. Drop that in your bottle, in your alcohol ink. That's going to start the process. Next thing you want to do is squeeze the orange part as hard as you can. Wiggle a little back and forth to get it loose, and it'll slowly come out. You can throw away your leg warmer orange, or your back end. The outside is covered with a plastic, so you're not going to get ink on your fingers. And I should be wearing gloves right now, but for the sake of time, and it is a little easier to use without gloves. Next you want to cut this in half to fit in your bottle. Oh, that darn phone. Damn it.
Call from.
Okay, so next thing you want to do, pardon the phone there, is cut your ink pad in half. And you do not want to use a good pair of scissors for this. The reason I'm cutting it in half is because it'll fit in a jar better. Now, as soon as I cut it in half, I have some scrap alcohol ink, or rubbing alcohol in a bottle for cleaning purposes. I clean off my scissors right away because the next time I cut into a marker, I do not want the colors to transfer onto the next pad. So I'm going to clean my scissors up. I also should do my needle nose pliers because I don't want to get any ink on from other colors on the next one. So once you have it cut, you take your X-Acto knife. I find it easier to start in the middle. Can you see this? I start poke in the middle and work my way out. And I cut through a couple times, get good and deep. Turn it around and find where to go. There. Start where I left off in the middle and go the opposite direction. Again, cutting fairly deep until you end up with it's spread apart like this. Drop it in your alcohol. As you can see, the color's already changing. Again, with the other one, start in the middle, work your way out. You don't want to squeeze this too hard because you will squeeze the ink out of it. Oops, there goes on my fingers. Okay, that one was a juicy one. Okay, so once we get that cut, drop it in our alcohol ink. Wipe off my glass. Again, I don't want my colors to transfer. So, and I'm only going to do one color for now. Okay, so we got that done. And what I'll do, you want to clean off the tip of your X-Acto knife also. Sometimes I'll just dip it in here and wipe it off. You could also give that a stir. You want it to sit for about an hour or so. Sometimes I'll rush the process, and I'll show you here in a second. I'll set that one aside. Here's one I already did. This is the purple, and I will use, where is it? My popsicle stick. I use a popsicle stick to stir it around, press on it, get the colors coming out, get it really moving along. Oh, this one looks really, this is going to be gorgeous. Oh, I can't wait to see this one done. So what I do, let me take this out of here. Like I said, my hands are all colored from doing this, but I hope you can see this okay. What I do is I reach in, try to pull out one of these at a time. Ooh, it's getting really messy. And the reason it's so messy like this is because I cut into mine really deep. So what I do is try to get a good hold on it. Poke my X-Acto knife through, and I squeeze. Try and squeeze all the color out with my needle nose pliers. Oh, this could be gorgeous. Okay, there's one. Squeeze all the color back in to the jar. Okay. And you got to find that little piece is in there somewhere. That little sucker's hard to find. Alright, we'll worry about finding it as I pour the alcohol ink to the bottle. Alright, so I take my bottle and put the funnel in and carefully, very carefully, pour my alcohol ink in. And there's that little sucker. Whoops. And he just fell, and nope, there he goes. He got caught in my funnel, so that's a good thing. Alright, we'll set that aside. Let's clean this up, because as you know, this stuff will stain very good. Alright, like I said, these are really hard to put in. So, I'm going to stand up without squirting myself, hopefully. Push down. There we go. Alright, now I quickly want to show you what it looks like on the flower. And like I said, it doesn't pour out. I'm holding it upside down and nothing is leaking out. Give it a little squeeze. Touch the edges. It's looking beautiful. I love this color. Absolutely gorgeous. I just love this 24 pack. Last night my daughter helped me do the first 12 colors or so. And it was a little time consuming doing all those colors, but in the long run it's worth it. And for 24 colors, I'm not sure how much it would cost to buy 24 colors of pre-made alcohol inks. I would guess they're at least $3 a piece, and I haven't figured out how much it would cost because I paid $15 for the markers, $22 for the bottles, and so I don't know what that would come out to. I haven't figured it out, but here's the purple. Absolutely gorgeous. Very pretty. And that's it for the alcohol inks. Hope you enjoyed the video. I would appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. And oh, one more thing. Then on the bottom is where I would put the name of this color, and it's all ready to go. I have 2 ounces of color. If you have any questions, comments, please post them to my comments section, and be sure to click like if you liked my video. Thank you. Bye-bye.